Today, the RBA has reduced interest rates by 25 basis points. This is what it means for you, and this is why I'm kind of concerned. My name's Dom Trimboli, founder of Refinancer, and today, August the 12th, the RBA has reduced the cash rate from 3.85% to 3.6%. That's a 25 basis point drop. This is the third rate drop in 2025. The RBA is decreasing the cash rate slowly and steadily so they don't incentivize the market too quickly. They want to do things carefully. Now, in my opinion, it's looking pretty likely we're going to see another rate drop before the end of the year, and over the next 12 months, we could see as much as another 1% drop. A lot of economists are predicting this, and this would be in line with the current trend, meaning that over the last 8 months, that's what's happened, so we can potentially expect the same going forward. After today's RBA drop, the lowest fixed rate is under 5%. The lowest variable rate is just over 5.2%, and it represents incredible value. It keeps you flexible because there's almost certainly going to be more rate cuts. Now for me, there's 3 opportunities that have come from today's rate drop. The first one goes without saying that you're going to save money. 25 basis points represents almost $1,500 a year in savings for the average mortgage holder. On top of that, banks may come out with fantastic new deals to take advantage of all the media attention on rates, meaning not only could you save from the rate drop, but you could save from a better deal. Now, the second opportunity, and this is something we're always talking about, is the impact on borrowing capacity. 25 basis point drop means borrowing capacity increases across the board, meaning if you're someone who had a maximum borrowing of $750K, 800K or even 850K might be on the table now because of this rate drop. The third opportunity is value to get into a property at a good price. Now, this feels crazy saying this with how expensive Australian property is and how much it's increased over the past couple of years. In saying that, I have seen the market shift over the last couple of months. If you're someone that's looking for a brand new property or for a property with subdivision potential, it's a lot tougher than it was earlier in the year. I still think there's value in the market for things like townhouses, units, or even house and land properties. It's tough, they're scarce, but I still believe they're out there. Now, today's news is good for someone with a mortgage who isn't looking to buy a property. The reality of a rate drop means you're paying less in interest and your property will likely go up as a consequence of the rate drop. Right now, I've got 2 massive concerns because of this rate drop. The first being for first home buyers and the second being for downsizers. My biggest concern is for first home buyers. This is the toughest time in Australian history to buy a home if you're a first home buyer. Rates going down means borrowing capacity does go up, but the problem is there are too many buyers in the market and not enough supply. If there's a property you were looking at for $700,000 that you needed to save up, 3 to 6 months go by and that same property is likely $750,000, meaning the market is moving quicker than the first home buyer can save. It's incredibly tough to be in this position at the moment. Even with things like first home buyers grants, stamp duty savings and LMI waivers, it's still a super tough game to play if you're a first home buyer. My second concern is for downsizers. Now, if you're someone who's looking to sell to then buy, you could be at risk, but there's something you can do to be on top of it. If you sold a house in 2023 and then rebought again in 2026, it's likely you would miss out on 3 years of growth, meaning the market has moved without you. If you're a downsizer, the key would be to sell and then buy almost at the same time. This way you never get off the boat and you're always moving with the market. Downsizers have it tough, but first home buyers have got a really tough time ahead of them, and I really do feel for them because it's super frustrating right now to get into a first property. So if you're someone with a mortgage, today's announcement can have 4 outcomes for you, and it's really important that you understand these outcomes. Now, the first outcome is that your lender does not pass on any of the rate cut. This sounds crazy, but it actually happened to me. So please have a look, make sure it doesn't happen to you. The second outcome is a partial pass down, meaning rates went down by 25 basis points and your lender might pass on 15. Again, a health check's needed. It could still mean you're in the market, maybe you were already on a great deal and 15 basis points keeps you there, but it most likely means 15 basis points puts you out of the market. The third outcome is that your lender passes on all of the 25 basis points, but they do it in a few months. This is a trick the banks have been doing. They could announce it today, tomorrow, in a week, but it might take them a month or two before they actually pass it on to you. What this means is they can make another 1 or 2 months of interest off you when they shouldn't. This is another outcome where you need to do a health check, because for me, if a lender's going to take a few months to pass it on, that justifies me looking for a move. Now, the fourth outcome, and this is the best outcome of the four, of course, is your lender passes on the 25 basis points and they do it instantaneously. Now, this is something that all lenders should just do. It shouldn't be seen as, oh, fantastic, my bank's done it. It should just be the absolute minimum they do. Even if your bank passes on 25 basis points, it doesn't mean you have a great deal. If you walk into an expensive store and the whole store is 10% off, it doesn't mean things are cheap in that store. It just means they're a little bit cheaper than they were. Now, there's also a big trick lenders are doing throughout these rate drops. They're passing down the interest rate drop. Yes, you're saving on interest, but they're not lowering your repayments. This can be a massive challenge for clients of mine in particular who have advanced strategies to pay off their mortgage quickly. Although you're saving on interest, your lender may have kept your repayment at the exact same, meaning you're putting more money into your mortgage than you need to. Now, although that might sound good, you would most likely rather put this money in offset so you have choices. Now, ultimately, you want to be in control of your money. Your number one preference should and always will be to pay the lowest amount of interest, but you may prefer the lowest amount in repayment so that you have the control of where your money goes. Our clients like to put their money in offset, keep it there, save it there, so they have the choice to then buy another property or pay off their mortgage in a lump sum on their terms. It's crazy to me, the banks will do this and they won't lower your repayments. You can call up and request that they do, but this should be something that they give you an option with when it happens, or at the very minimum, they should drop your repayments, but then give you the option to increase them at your choice. Now, the reality of a rate drop means that the average Aussie mortgage holder will save about $1,500 a year in interest. But what else happens is lenders are stimulated by this news. They want to take advantage of all the media attention and they come out with great deals, meaning it's very likely you could save another $1,500 a year through a refinance, or even get $3,000 or $4,000 cash back. So you could save two ways, $1,500 just from your rate dropping and another $1,500 plus $3,000 or $4,000 from taking advantage of a refinance. Now, if you're looking to take advantage of this rate drop, click the link below. My team and I are here to help, and we'd love to go through strategies to refinance to the best deal, buy an investment property, even reduce years off your mortgage with some of our strategies. This is all possible, it's all free, it's not that hard. We'd love to help. So like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you next time, guys.